With so much makeup on the market, it can be hard to figure out what products are worth it and what products perhaps you should pass on. So in today's video, I am going to share with you 10 makeup items that are not drugstore, they are high-end, but in my opinion, they're worth the hype, they are worth the splurge. These are products that I feel like you will not regret if you spend your hard-earned money on it. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, this is the place for you. If you want to know what you should spend your hard-earned money on, you are in the right place. Let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm not really going in any order, but this first product is one, y'all, listen to me, okay? If you struggle with dark under eyes, if you have some discoloration, if you, like me, have young children at home and you are needing to look like you got a full night's rest when you did not, this Sigma color correcting duo is so worth it to me. This is $30, okay? So it's kind of pricey. It's gonna set you back some money, but y'all, you get two different shades. This is light medium. There are a few different options on the website, but you have two different color correcting shades, and I have had this for a year. I use it literally every time I put makeup on, which is not daily, but you know, several times a week I'm putting makeup on, and it has lasted me over a year. I am now hitting major pan on both of these, so you can see that I like it. But this product, although it is expensive, it is one that I feel like works well with my skin needs. I do have dry skin, so it doesn't give you like a sheen that's going to emphasize texture, but it's not a flat matte. I put it on underneath my foundation, and I find that when I apply it with my finger, it is just soft and smooth. Like, it just creates a look that makes my under eyes look hydrated while covering the dark circles. So in my opinion, it's pricey, it's $30. There are drugstore options out there, but there isn't quite anything like the Sigma color correcting duo. We all went crazy for the Becca under eye corrector like years ago, and I would be willing to bet that if this was available years ago, I would have preferred this over the Becca under eye corrector. So if you liked that one, you will like this one, $30, but y'all, it is well worth it. Okay, I am not a gloss girl. I am wearing a gloss right now, but on a day-to-day, I prefer more of a matte lip. However, I do like having a gloss on hand for those days that I want a little something extra when I want my lips to look plump and juicy. I do have fine lines in my lips, so when I am wearing a matte lipstick, it is going to accentuate that. So if I am looking for a lip gloss that is going to hydrate and give me a glossy finish and make my lips look plump and juicy, I'm reaching for my Lawless Forget the Filler lip glosses. These are $26. I have several of them. This one right here is Nude, this one right here is Lavender, and this one right here is Juicy Watermelon. I have purchased a couple of these myself, and then I had a girlfriend send me some when she had duplicates, but I love this lip gloss formula. It is so hydrating on the lips. If, like me, you have fine lines or you have wrinkles or you have texture on your lips and you're looking for something that's gonna smooth it out, this is perfection. These lip glosses, I really love the doe foot applicator. They are easy to put on. You do not get the tingle that you get with like the Buxom White Russian. I loved that for years, but you have a tingle. This, you get no tingle. You put it on, it's gonna make your lips look full and juicy. It's gonna make them look a little bit more plump. There's no shimmer in them, but you have a nice shine. This is just a great everyday go-to gloss, and that is why I have so many of them, because on the days when I'm looking for gloss, or if my matte lipstick is looking a little dusty, crusty, and I want to like zhuzh it up and make my lips look refreshed, I'm going in with this guy. So $26, pricey for a gloss, but well worth the money. While we're talking about lips, I do want to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liners. This is the shade 90s Pink, but I also have Iconic Nude, which is my favorite. I finished up a full Pillow Talk. These are $25. Like, that's pricey for a lip liner, especially if you are someone like me who has a large collection of lip liners. Like, it takes me a minute to go through one of these, okay? I have gone through one of these in the shade Pillow Talk. Use that one up. My Iconic Nude is itty bitty, but it's gonna take me some time. The thing I love about this lip liner though is they are creamy. They are the kind that you sharpen. This one needs to be sharpened. They are the kind that you sharpen, but it glides on creamy. However, it's not too creamy. I sometimes find that the Natasha Denona formula is a little bit too creamy, that it's gonna slip and slide and move on the lips. This Charlotte Tilbury is not going to move. It's gonna glide on, so it's not gonna like tug at your lips, it's not rough, but it's going to set down. It's gonna stay in your lips, it's not going to spread, it's gonna keep your lipstick where you want it on your face, not all over your face, or where I should say, where you want it on your lips. So I mean, to pay the $25 to have something that's long lasting and it's gonna last a while, in my personal opinion, it's worth it. There are a wide variety of shades. However, I would say my go-to is Iconic Nude. If you are looking for something that is going to go with everything, my Iconic Nude will go with reds, it'll go with mauves, it'll go with browns, it'll go with like pinky nudes, whatever you want. That is a great shade. I think it's well worth it. And I mean, any of these products that I'm mentioning, most of them you can find at Sephora. I would say wait for a Sephora VIB sale and pick it up then, because y'all, these are pricey, but I love them so much. I am not bougie when it comes to like body care products. Like if we're talking lotions, I can go to Target, I can get the Nivea lotion, like I am good. However, I jumped on the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum train, okay? I am here, I am fully on the bandwagon. I love this stuff. This is just the original scent. I don't know if there's like a name for it. I have gone through so many of these, y'all. It smells so stinking good. So I think what happened is I was traveling at some point. I wanted a lotion in a container like this, in a tub that was easy to travel with. So I purchased a smaller size. My husband and I both use this, and I have gone through so many. The thing that I like about it now is I can reuse this jar, and they have the refillable tubs where I can just like add the tub into the jar when I finish it up. This is pricey. It's like $48. It's pricey, but the scent on this lasts on your skin. I cannot tell you how many times when I was pregnant and nursing, I didn't want to wear a perfume. So I would take this and put it on my arms, and that would be like my body lotion. And y'all, I got so many compliments. People would tell me that it smelled delicious. They wanted to know what it was. They thought it was a perfume. And this whole time, it's just been my lotion. So I love it. I wouldn't say that it's the most hydrating. I do have dry skin, but I don't really struggle with that like on my arms. So this is a great like day to day. It's not gonna give you something that's like intensive moisture, but if you are looking for something that you can put on, it's gonna hydrate your skin and soak in and leave you smelling nice and clean and fresh, then this is it. This is the product for you. I feel like people talked about the Tatcha Silk Canvas a few years ago, and now I don't really hear anybody talking about it, and I really don't understand why, because this stuff is magical. I have tried both the balm version and the liquid version. This liquid version, this is the smaller size, so it's $24 and it's 0.35 ounces, but I use this every time I put my makeup on. One small little pump is going to do it for you. I put it where my pores are larger and on my forehead, and it does give me a great smoothing effect, but the reason why I really like this product is because on top of giving me a smoothing effect, with my dry skin, it is also hydrating. So I use this as a second primer. I'll go in with a hydrating primer, take this, put it where my pores are larger, where I have those forehead wrinkles, where I want a little bit of an extra smoothing effect. And this does a great job. This little container lasts me a while too. So if you are someone who you don't want to spend the whatever it is, 40, 50, I don't know what it is. If you don't want to spend the money on the larger size, this smaller size lasts me a while because a little bit does go a long way. And like I said, it's $24 for the smaller size, but even though it's a smaller size, it's well worth it for me. I am someone who loves a drugstore mascara. I am all about a drugstore mascara. I have used the Maybelline mascaras for years, but y'all, when I tell you that I tried the Tower 28, this is called the Make Waves Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara, I was shook. Okay, I did a whole mascara video where I purchased one of those little kits and I tried several mascaras. I will link that down below if you want to check it out. I was not initially blown away by the Tower 28, but the more and more that I used this, the more and more I loved it. This is great for natural days. I would not use this if I'm looking for a glam look and I want my lashes to be like full and voluminous and like bam in your face. But on the days where I have more of a natural subtle eye or a one and done look, or even on the days I'm a teacher, so when I'm getting up in the morning, if I don't have time for eyeshadow, like that's the step that I'm gonna skip. And on the days when I skipped eyeshadow and I put on this mascara, they were just, my lashes were long and full and beautiful. And I've really come to love this. I really, really have come to love this one. This is the smaller size, which is $12, so more affordable. I feel like these smaller sizes do last you a while, so it's well worth it for me. And I honestly think that I'm gonna use my coupon to repurchase this because now that I've used it, I just really love this one. I am not someone who likes a multi-use liner. Like, I'm not really into one of those, oh, you can use it on your eyes and your lips and your face and all of the things. I like to be more specific with my makeup. However, I kept hearing people talking about these Makeup Forever liners and I had to try them out. So this is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, and this is supposed to be able to be used like on your eyes and your lips. I have two shades. This deeper shade right here I do use on my lips. I heard everybody and their mother talking about it. It is Endless Cacao, and I love this. It's a deeper brown, but it's cool toned, so like a deep cool toned brown. I like to use this when I'm going for like an ombre lip, so I will outline my lips and shade them in a little bit. I did a whole lip video. Like, if you want to see it in action, I'll have that video listed down below, but like check out that lip video. And you know, it just gives me a nice contoured look. Again, it's one of those pencils that you sharpen. It's not quite as creamy as the Charlotte Tilbury, but it's also not going to tug. It is long lasting. It's going to stay where I have put it. So this Endless Cacao is like a great shade if you're looking for something that's like a deeper cool tone. Okay, if my camera shifted, my battery died, and last week my son was in my bedroom with my husband and somehow my ring light got knocked over. So I had to get a new piece and my husband put it on for me, but it's very mobile and moves easily. So that just happened. But I wanted to talk about this one right here. This is the shade Boundless Bisque. This is great for like your waterline. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on my hand too much because it's more of a nude color. But if you are someone who has small eyes like me, or even if you're going for a smoky look and you want your eyes to look a little bit more full and awake, taking a shade like this in, what is it? Boundless Bisque, like a nude shade, and putting it in your waterline is just going to open up your eyes and make them look a little bit bigger and brighter. So I love this one. Again, it doesn't tug on my waterline. It stays put. It doesn't transfer. And y'all, these I feel like are worth it. It's pricey at $24, but you can see I have more than one. So obviously I love it. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit bougie for a minute. We are talking like luxury at Sephora, high end at Sephora. I mean, Sephora in and of itself is high end, but we are talking about a $58 bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Matte Bronzer. I do have the shade medium. Y'all, this thing is $58. Like, that is pricey, but you do get this beautiful compact that is refillable. So if you do use it up, I'm not someone who typically hits pan and uses a ton of bronzer, but if you do, you can keep this beautiful container and get the refill to fill it in. You have a nice mirror here. I just love this on me. I am so picky when it comes to bronzers because being a natural redhead, I don't want it to look orange. I don't want it to look too red. I like more of a neutral undertone, and I would say that this is neutral, but it does lean a little bit warm, more of like a neutral warm, and it works on me. It doesn't pull too red. It gives me a nice bronzed look, and I just really love it. It's gonna last you a while. I've had this for a few years. Like, there's a lot of product in here. I have friends who have hit pan. I have not. It's gonna last you. So this is just a product that I love. I think it's worth it. Is it pricey? Yes, but again, if you can get it on sale or ask for it as a gift, something of the sort, I just love this. I love this. I think it's worth it. It's the perfect bronze, especially if you are a redhead like me. I have to talk about Mama Pat, y'all. I have to talk about her, but I am not talking about her $128 eyeshadow palettes, okay? I am talking about her blushes. These blushes are $39, but y'all, we waited so long for Mama Pat to come out with some blushes, and she did the formula right. You can see here, I have multiple of them. The thing that I like about these is they are matte blushes. This one right here is Nude Venus 2. It was a holiday collection. These are matte blushes, but they give me a nice sheen on the skin. Again, I have dry skin. I want to look hydrated. I don't want flat matte, but I want something that's going to give me nice pigment. And I like these because they are a buildable formula. So you're not going to go in too heavy-handed. This one right here is in Nymphette. You can build them up. You can get more pigment. You can go in with a lighter hand. And y'all, there is a wide range of shades. You can no longer get this palette right here. This was the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Galactic Sun. But you can see we have a nude here in Desert Orchid. We have Divine Rose, which is one of my favorite if you're into a mauve shade. There are several different options shade-wise. I love the formula. So is it pricey for a blush? Yes, it is. But honestly, again, I think it's well worth it. And I have multiple. So like, obviously, I think they're good. Okay, so that brings us to Natasha Denona. If you were to ask me, Kelly, what is your favorite eyeshadow formula? I am in the market for a palette. I want to spend some money for my perfect palette. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you Natasha Denona. I have quite the array of Natasha Denona eyeshadows, but I'm speaking specifically to her middies. She does have smaller ones, but I am talking about the $69 eyeshadow palettes. These are my favorite. I have so many. This one right here is the Retro palette. We have the I Need a Nude palette. We have the Xenon palette here. And then perhaps my favorite, I go back and forth between the My Dream and the Retro, but the My Dream palette. The thing with Natasha Denona is her formula is so easy. It's so effortless. The mattes are creamy and blendable. The shimmers really pack a punch. You don't have to like play with them. You don't have to finesse them. They just work every single time. And the thing I love about Natasha Denona is, yes, it's a pretty penny. It's $69, but it's like, pick your poison, right? Like, what shade do you want? Do you want neutral? Do you want smoky? Do you want cranberries? Like, what do you want? There is a palette for everybody. So again, save your money, get it when there is a sale. But if you are looking to spend some money on an eyeshadow formula that is great quality, that you are going to love, that you can use every single day, I would have to go with Natasha Denona. Okay, but that is it, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. I just feel like, you know, we work hard for our money, okay? We work hard for our money. We want to make sure that we are making purchases that are right for us and that we're not gonna regret. So these are not regrets. They are splurge worthy. I think they are worth it. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is there a product that I didn't mention that you would like to recommend that you think is splurge worthy? Maybe one that I have not tried out, or maybe if it is something that I have tried out and I didn't recommend it, I would love for you to recommend it in the comments down below for everybody else to see and hear from you. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.